Let's try it again. Today we're going to be making some Huel Black. I'm going to show you my process. We have our shaker. This has what I had earlier today. So we do a quick rinse with a water fill. Close the lid, give it a shake, and then dump it out, and then it looks, yeah, I don't think about it. Then I wrap around the shaker part in the middle, strainer, and do this, hit the lid. So I'm hitting all the pieces parts, and I try not to, if it looks, every maybe a couple days I'll use soap, but for this, all these look really good. I notice when the shakers get older, they start to accumulate more of the gross stuff. Same deal here. So now we have a clean shaker, clean-ish. Clean top part, cap is screwed on. We always keep the cap screwed on unless we're letting it dry overnight. Too risky otherwise. Now we're gonna fill, and so I fill to right above the L. You can see it on the inside if you look in. So I'm just gonna go, just cold water is fine. Not particular. And then boom. So right there, I'm right at that, the water level's right here. You can actually kind of see it through. Usually I go by looking inside. And then usually I'll do all of them at the same time, fill them all. And what I do is I put it in the sink, because the way this bag, the way the Huel Black bag exists and the way the scooper exists, you're gonna spill it. So if you've already got them in the sink, low spill. I also add 1 scoop of creatine, so 5 grams of creatine. Scoops, oh geez. Yeah, for 5 grams of creatine, and then I add 1 scoop of the probiotic stuff. Prebiotics, sorry, it's just a fiber supplement. There is, how many grams? There is 7 grams of fiber in the Huel Black serving, but I don't think there's a negative to just doing a little bit more. So that's an extra 2 grams of fiber. Just do one of those. Now it's time for the main event. So we're going to open our bag as close to the sink as we can get it. And you see, I usually just leave the scoop in the bag. Yeah, so I left it in the bag there, so I don't even need this one. Alright, now the best part. So we're going to have 2 scoops, and I usually will dip the scoop in, get it pretty flat, pretty level, and then I'm like, alright, that's 1 scoop. So I'll lift the shaker, boom, that's 1. Now we do boom, 2. Usually I'll let it go a little bit higher. And then my measure is I usually try and shake it, and then if it's maybe like an inch or so from the top, then I'm like, okay, there's enough in there. So now I'll take our strainer, pop it on there, push that out of the way, and I'll take our top lid. And we want to make sure we've got it all the way in, checking the lid is tight too. A couple times I'll shake it, it'll, But our process is very straightforward. We're just going to give it, maybe 30 seconds of shaking. And then that's it. Boom, bank that in the fridge. I like to let it cool in the fridge for at least maybe 3 or 4 hours. Otherwise, the texture makes me feel bad. And then once I've got it like that, anytime I've got it, I'll keep it in the fridge. I'll take it to work the next day or whatever. And then when it's go time, I'll just crack it and drink it all one quick thing. Try not to overthink it or, spend too long drinking it, because then I also don't, feel good about it. So that's it. So I just do that process. I usually kind of do them all in a batch. So in, 5 or 6 minutes, I'm spending $10. I'm getting 1,600 calories, 160 grams of protein, and feeling a little bit better about my diet relative to what I used to eat. So yeah, shout out Huel Black.